Hi everyone at the Grand Falls and Windsor Relay for Life. My name is Nicole Janis and I am a breast cancer survivor. I just want to do a quick little video. I understand that some of you have been following my journey over the past year on social media, and I just wanted to take a second to thank all of you for the support. It's been amazing, all of the messages and following my journey, so I really do appreciate that. And I just wanted to say that you guys all look amazing. I love seeing all my volunteers out there, my caregivers, and all my survivors dressed up in your shirts. You all look amazing tonight, and I hope that you guys have lovely weather for relay, which can be very hit or miss. But I hope the walk is going really well. For those of you who aren't familiar with my story, the Canadian Cancer Society has always been very dear to my heart. My mom is the volunteer president here, but she's also a two-time cancer survivor. So the relay is always been a part of my life. I gotta admit, I never wanted to have to walk the first lap. I was very apprehensive because I've been there and I've seen how emotional the whole evening can be, and I never wanted to have to do it. But last year I was diagnosed right before relay, and it was such an honor to take those first steps with the amazing survivors out there on the track. And you really can't explain the emotion that takes over at that moment, and to walk around and see all the luminaries. And as you know, the relay and what the Canadian Cancer Society does is not just to honor the survivors, but for all of those who have passed, and to commemorate them in their honor. So it's a very emotional evening, and I mean, the way that everybody can come together and unite for such a cause is unbelievable. So for those of you who don't or haven't had a chance to get to know my story, I was diagnosed a little over a year ago at the age of 28, and breast cancer runs in my family. I'm a BRCA carrier as well as my mom, but it still came as quite a shock when we were given the news. I quickly underwent 8 treatments of chemotherapy, followed by a full double mastectomy, and it was then that we decided to do a 25 radiation treatments as well. So it was a very quick 6 months, but I rang the bell and completed and started working again. So we believed that I had kind of moved on from that part of my journey. It was at that time that I started experiencing pain in my knee, and due to some testing in the early year, we discovered that the cancer had in fact spread to my lungs, liver, and bones. So stage 4. But it was a rough time. But I gotta say that you can't put a price on how much support means to a survivor and caregivers and friends and family. And in times of need, the way that everybody came through for me over the past few months has been such a blessing. And one day at a time. And I wanted to thank everybody there tonight, because I want you guys to understand the volume of what you guys are doing there tonight and all across the country. And it's your funds and your efforts that help give back, whether it's a ride to the hospital or donating a wig. The Canadian Cancer Society does so much for us. But me personally, I've since I was diagnosed with stage 4, I recently started a clinical trial down at Sunnybrook Hospital, and it's because of those efforts and those funds raised that give me that opportunity. So I want you guys to understand that what you're doing is helping to save my life, and I'm so grateful for that. So keep it up, and it's just one day at a time. Yeah. So as some of you are probably wondering by now, I am wearing a costume. If you guys hadn't already known that, my mom and I, we do this every chemotherapy treatment, we go into full costume, and it started right off the very first one we did, and every costume was entirely different. We get fully dressed up and we go into the hospital, and it's it started off for ourselves, kind of a way to lighten the mood and smile against the fear, and it slowly, we realized that the smiles that we brought, whether it was the patients or the staff, really became really rewarding. And So today, I just finished my 15th chemotherapy treatment, and today we were gangsters, and we went to New York last week, so it's very appropriate. Our theme today was ordering a hit out on cancer. Every costume is very well themed. So we've been chefs and Ghostbusters, Cancer Busters, sorry, one year, and yeah, it's a lot of, I don't want to say fun, but you know what? I think it's a matter of trying to make a light of a darker situation. So my mom is my biggest supporter, and I'm very grateful. And again, I just wanted to say thank you to all of you, and I hope you're having an amazing evening. And you know what you guys are really doing, I celebrate. You know, it's okay, and thank you. And I hope you guys have a fantastic evening, and I'd love to meet you all one day. So, to life. Bye, guys.